Alright, so 2024 wasn't your year. If you clicked on this video, you didn't get to do the things that you said you were going to do, and you kind of fell short of your goals. Now, I don't know why, I feel like it was a trend this year, but I also didn't have the best 2024, and it came off to a really bad start, and I did end up having a pretty good ending to it. As you guys might already know, I became a US Marine by the end of the year, and that's a pretty good accomplishment. But we all kind of had a bad year, especially if you've clicked on this video. In this video though, I'm going to teach you guys some things that I'm going to do to have a way better 2025. Some tips that I've learned from my previous years, because I've had some really bad years before this one, and just what you can do to get ahead of the game, and just like some tips and tricks. If you guys like this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get right into it. So first and foremost, it's being more intentional with your goals. Sometimes I'll be speaking to friends and we'll just kind of be catching up on like different goals we have and things like that. And they'll tell me like 10 different things that they want to do. And you can't really, like, as a human being, you can't really juggle 10 different things. It is very hard to do, to just do 10 different goals, have all of these things on your mind, because you're not going to be able to put max output. If you can't put max output on your goals, then you're not going to get the max results, which is why I'm going to recommend that you just focus on one or maybe two projects and give your all to one or two of those projects. For 2025, I'm going to be putting my all into the Marine Corps and YouTube. So those are going to be my like two big projects that I focus on. I want to be a corporal by the end of next year, hopefully, or at least a very accomplished lance corporal. And then for YouTube, I want to have over 1,000 subscribers. I want to finally hit that 4-digit goal and finally start getting revenue from YouTube. So write this down, like go to Notion. It's an app. It's like a digital notebook. Or if you actually still have a notebook, I would actually prefer if you put it on a piece of paper. Write down one or two things, or write down all of your goals and then circle the one or two top things that you want to focus on for 2025. Like, because then it's going to give you a path to success. You're going to be able to kind of break down the one or two goals. Like for me in the Marine Corps, it's going to be, okay, be accomplished lance corporal or be a corporal. Okay, what do I need to do in this field to get better? Same thing with YouTube. What do I need to do to get that 1,000 subscribers and revenue and monetize? Okay, I need to be very consistent with uploading. I need to continuously get better at my knowledge, at editing, at outreach, just kind of like things like that. You guys see where I'm coming from. If you guys focus on the one or two goals and go all the way in, then you'll find success. So yeah, just simplify your goals and just make sure you have everything written down, whether it be that one or two things that you want to focus on for the year. Now, like I said, you want to break them down, create a list in between those two things. So you kind of like break it down like a tree. That's the goal on top and then what you need to do at the bottom. And then break each thing down into month-by-month segments, because now the goal is going to be visually achievable. If you want to have 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2025, you need to figure out how much subscribers you have now, what you need to do, what type of content you need to do, and then you can have it down with the numbers by each month. And you're like, okay, by the end of each month, I just have to do this so that by the end of the 12 months, I have the goal achieved. Now, with simplifying your goals, you want to simplify your day in general, right? So most of you are either students or full-time workforce, full-time jobs, whatever. Something you might not have noticed, and something that will kind of like come to you later, is that most of your day is taken up by other people's obligations. So you're always helping somebody else out. You're always doing this favors for somebody else. You're always financially supporting somebody else. What if you just took that out? What if you came out of work and you could just go to the gym, come home, and just simply have your laptop, piece of paper, and nothing else? You just work. Now, your goals, your distractions are going to be at near zero. If you can get your lifestyle to be that simple, to where it's almost boring as hell, that's when you're going to actually have the chance to succeed at your goals. That's what I did in 2023. I literally simplified my setup by a bunch. And I would literally go to work, come home, go to the gym, or do some sort of like cardio, and then come home, have my laptop, a notebook, and boom, it was a task list. I would get it done. I would go to sleep. And that's why in 2023, I made so much progress. I fell off of that in 2024, and obviously it wasn't a great year. But if you could just have that setup where you just do those things, you're going to have a lot of success. Now, obviously, you're not a robot. Maybe schedule sometimes to go out with friends, do whatever you want. Not saying to be a robot, but if you could have your main lifestyle portion be that, you're going to find a lot of success. The next thing I definitely could not recommend more is time hacking everything. I learned this in the military. If you could time hack everything, your day is physically more available. Like, recording this video is only going to take me like 15 minutes out of my day, but in my head I'm trying to block out a whole hour of my day when it doesn't even need to be all that. I just put a 15-minute timer. Once the 15 minutes timer is up, I'm done, and I still have 23 hours and 45 minutes of my day left to do whatever I need to do, to complete whatever tasks need to get done. If you time hack everything, your body is naturally going to move quicker. So you're going, because you want to finish the task before the timer is up. So you're naturally going to move quicker, and you're naturally going to see yourself having a lot more time in your like blocks. And you could also do this with fun things like video games, right? If you want to do an hour of video games, time hack it to where you have the hour, but then you have 30 minutes of deep work right after. So now you have everything time hacked out. Hopefully this is making sense to you guys, but I do this all the time. After this, I'm going to wind down. I'm probably going to scroll on Instagram or something, but you can scroll on Instagram for 20 minutes. You put the timer, it's on the top of your phone, and now when the 20-minute timer is up, you're not stuck in the loop of scrolling because you're like, okay, time is up. You obviously need some discipline for this, but you're like, okay, time is up. Let me finish up the reel. All right, cool. Let's get to whatever the next task was. This is why I recommend you write down your day, because now you're like, okay, cool. Got that task done. Did some Instagram reels because I'm not a robot. Boom. Okay, Instagram reels is done. I need to match the 20 minutes with 20 minutes of work because that's how much time I slacked off. Boom. This next task only takes about 10 minutes. Let's get this 10-minute done and let's start the next task for 10 minutes. And boom, you're like knocking things out because everything is time hacked. You're like, even your normal stuff is time hacked too, like your video games and your reels, and even pooping. Like, I time hack my poops because sometimes you could be on the toilet for 45 minutes because you're scrolling and you're just like not even doing anything. So make sure you time hack everything. That's just what I do with everything now. I time hack the smallest things, like even like making my bed. I put a 2-minute timer and I'm getting it done before the 2-minute timer is up. So time hack everything. I definitely could not recommend that more. Definitely try that out. The last tip I would recommend is to lessen your relationships and kind of get rid of the toxic ones. Like I said with previously in the video, you want to like simplify your life. If you could simplify your relationships too, like have a smaller friend group, only hang out with like-minded individuals, make sure your lady or boyfriend or whatever is not a distraction to you, that's when you're going to start to find success. Because when I lessened those relationships this year, I was able to have a lot more time on my hands, and my quality of hangouts went from here to here. Like, instead of doing nothing, me and my friends, we would start to actually go out, get food, like real food, like steaks and stuff. And that's stuff I would spend my money on. Like, that's like actual, like, for me, it's actual experiences that are actually like happening, not just going to your boy's house and doing nothing. I'm talking about actual quality hangouts. Those I would spend my money on. Those I don't consider a waste of time because it's actual memories. But lessen your relationships, become more busy, become more unavailable, and you're going to see how everything flips. You're going to see how much more time you have, how much money you save, just all of those things in general. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope everybody has a good 2025. If you want to continue to watch these videos for tips and tricks, make sure to like and subscribe. I'm always uploading every time, even though I'm in the military now. I'm still going to be uploading all the time. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.